Welcome back to Wolf Dog Empire. We are doing Mirages of Omega. Last one. We're going for a whole lot of good loot there. Let me see here. I wonder if I should go with some more defense and Holda. I think that looks okay here. We just got to pause the video and come back at 24. We need 24 for this one. All right, we are back. Let me see here. I guess we can roll with this team. All right, so today's the first day of the Soul Exchange, so that's a big topic there. So yeah, let me know who you would suggest for exchanging 15 and exchange for 20. In previous Soul Exchanges, the 15s were not that good. But this time, there's a lot of pretty good 15s. I mean, if I'm going to trade away a lot of my greens, because I have a lot of grays, I have a lot of Silvarias. So if I was going to trade a bunch of greens, then I might actually need a green back, especially if the next contest of elements is green. We don't know for sure, but if it is, then I might prefer to trade for a green. So crystal ball at 15 is pretty enticing. But I don't see myself trading for crystal ball. I mean, with Alfrika there at 20, with Ludwig there at 15, Cobalt at 15, I just don't see myself even. I don't see myself considering crystal ball, but glad I got Radasuker and Tarlac in green. That way, in the Fata summons, that way at least I'm not extremely aching for greens. Otherwise, when I let go of multiple Silvarius and multiple Graces, then I might see that I'm a little short on green now. Because I have a lot of green, but I don't. A lot of my greens are actually not going to be leveled up all the way. Like, do I need 5 Silvarias and 9 Grace? No. So I have them. So that's 14 greens and just 2 different heroes. So it's like, oh, I have a lot of green. But once I feed a lot of them away in the Soul Exchange, then I'm going to find myself a little low on green. And that's why I was thinking maybe crystal ball, but I just don't see it. I mean, if it was a regular Soul Exchange where Alfrika and Ludwig were not there available, maybe I would consider the possibility of Cobalt or crystal ball. But And I have a lot of purple. I just counted my purples again. It's just so many daggone purples. That's what makes me go back towards Crystal Ball again. It's like, well, what am I gonna do with so many purples? But I guess if the meta stays with purple tanks, I mean, it's the game's fault that there's so many great purple tanks, right? I mean, we don't choose which color they should bring a taunt hero in, or a mindless attack hero. Like, we're not the ones choosing purple all the time. So the game is thinking, I don't want purple tanks to be dominant anymore. Let me bring in Mirren and Midnight at blue. Let me bring out all the water pipe in blue, like all these different heroes in different colors, because they want a different color to be dominant. They have to realize that it's not just the fact that they brought out a lot of purple tanks that are dominant, which they did, but it's not just that. It's also the fact that blue, red, and green are in this rock, paper, scissor thing where one dominates the other, but the other one dominates that one. It's just like a, kind of circles back around to where basically none of them are dominant against each other, because the one is, but then the other one is against that one. It just keeps going round and round in circles. But with purple and yellow, there's only two of them. And that's partially why purple is a dominant color, or a dominant tank color, is because if you have purple, only yellow hits purple hard, but purple hits yellow hard in return. And that's the reason why purple and yellow are going to be the most likely choices for tanks. So it's not just purple because they have great purple tanks. You can come out with blue tanks. People are not going to switch to blue tanks right away. You can have green dominant tanks. People are not going to switch to green tanks right away. You can bring out some awesome red tanks, and people are still not going to sit there and switch to red, because it's always going to be the possibility of yellow and purple tanks, because of, unless you introduce a third color to give it a rock, paper, scissors situation with purple and yellow, maybe like purple, yellow, and silver or something like that, then you could do another dynamic, and then any color would be feasible for a tank for teams. Then maybe they would go with blue, maybe they would go with green, maybe they would go with red. But for as long as purple and yellow are out there by themselves, the tank colors are always going to be either purple or yellow. So if you want a different tank color other than purple, then start bringing out some yellow tanks. And it'll take a while, because it's a whole alliance that needs to have a great tank color, not just one or two whales that are able to get that dominant yellow tank. You need to have enough of the team to have a dominant yellow tank in order for them to switch to yellow. And if this game wants people to go back to red, blue, and green possibility tanks, they're better off introducing a sixth color and make a rock, paper, scissors situation out of the blue and purple, or introduce dominant yellows and hope some people will switch to yellow. But I don't see too many people switching to blue tanks or green tanks, just because one hero comes out that looks really OP, they're just gonna put them in that flank to flank their purple tanks. But anyways, that's my rant on why we use purple tanks. I want to leave this out here. All right, so we got Cornell. We don't have the defensive down. But I kind of need some of these for the healer. Yeah, so I'm gonna make my Soul Exchange pick real soon. I'll make a video and put it out there. This guy trying to, you think he stole my healing from Wolfgang? The boosted healing. How many more turns? 3 more turns. Let's just try to kill him now. And that's it. All right, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a like, share it with the alliance. Till next time, Wolf Dog Empire. Look at that.